Well, it is Saturday morning. Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to give you a concept that I think works. At least it works for me. Boy, I've got the sun coming in here. It's kind of neat. So my concept is this. The narcissists give us an illusion for free. Well, it doesn't come for free, but they give us an idea of ourselves that we can't see. They boost our confidence. And let me tell you how they do that and why they do that. So, you've heard about love bombing before. You've heard about putting you on a pedestal. And that's what the narcissist does, because the narcissists are experts at building an illusion, at building an image of who they want people to think they are. They're so good at this that when they love bomb you, they're going to build an illusion for you too, okay? And they need you in their illusion to keep their illusion real. So when they love bomb you, they're going to tell you all these flattering words that's all they know how to do, is flatter you with words that are not very deep. To a normal person, they would be very deep. They'd say, I love you, things like that. But they're going to tell you all these great things about you and build you up, because that's what they do with themselves, is they build themselves up with their illusion. So what they do is they create this illusion. It's you and them against the world, we're the most special people out there. And they have to include you in it because they need you. They need you to reflect the illusion back to them. Because if you believe the illusion, then it gives it credibility in their mind. If two people believe something, it's like a groupthink. It's like it brings it into existence. However, it's very flawed, and it's based on it's built on sand, if you've ever heard that concept. So they give you this illusion. They shower you with all these praises, and you've never felt like that before. And they give you all these things because somehow you crave this. There's something that they can pick up on that you, things that really mean a lot to you, things that you're afraid of, and things that give you happiness. So they're going to take these words that give you happiness, and they're going to give them back to you. They're going to create an illusion for you. Now, the only problem with that is, it's great to be built up. It's great to feel a certain way. It's great to feel better about ourselves. But what happens is the narcissist needs you desperately to believe in the illusion that they set out for themselves. They will take the illusion that they gave you, and since they gave it to you and it's not real, they will control that illusion. And through controlling the illusion, they will control you. One day you're this great person, you can do no wrong, you're the most special thing that's ever happened to them. And they somewhat mean it, because they do have feelings about things. When you're giving them the power and control they want, they really genuinely feel happy. But they feel happy not in the same way that you would feel happy. They feel happy in a sense of having control over something. But when they give this power to you, when they give this illusion to you, they also have the power to take it away. So one day you're the most special person, and then the next day they want something to go a certain way. Maybe they want to go out and hunt for new prey or new supply, and so they will take you down just as easily as they took you up. That's where the problem comes in, okay? And the other problem is that since it is an illusion, it isn't built on anything. It's just built on sand. That it does eventually crash, okay? You know, if the narcissist convinces you that you and the narc are the most powerful people in the community, you're going to put on a certain air, you're going to put on a certain way. But because usually with the narcissist, since it is illusion, it isn't based on reality. So you and your narc may think you're the most powerful people in the community, but what happens is eventually over time, people will disassociate with you and think you're not this great couple. They'll see right through you, basically, and so you actually kind of get behind your own mask. But the mask that the narc gives you has a real feeling about it. It feels validating to you. You have a validating mask, where their mask is more intertwined with them. Their mask is them. They have this false self, and that is the mask. And then their true self is buried very, very deep, because there's a lot of shame and everything built into it. You very rarely get to see their true selves, and when you do, it's not a pretty sight. And that's when the illusion is not present. So, just wanted to throw those concepts out there, and that we do get an illusion from the narcs. Now, I will tell you that when you're living in reality, when you're not getting this illusion presented to you, you know, here's the thing: the illusion is actually an escape. So, what the narc does is they recognize what our shame is, what our weaknesses are, and then they grab our hand, and then they pull us away from that. They help us escape that. That's called denial. And the narc is, like I said earlier, the narc is an expert in denial, because that's how their whole persona is based. So when they grab your hand and they pull you away from reality, and look, a small degree of it is actually healthy, because you know, we can dwell in things, we can dwell in shame, we can dwell in things that we don't feel good about ourselves. And I would venture that left to our own devices, without having positive reinforcement, without reading books, without listening to without watching videos and listening to videos and whatnot, I think that, you know, I think whatever we put into ourselves, you know, with the news and TV and everything, I think we can become a very negative person. Excuse me. And so the narcs can help us escape from that. So what I would tell you is that if you can read and base yourself more so here's the main point I wanted to say, is that when you are more realistic in your assessments and who you think of yourself, those don't go away. Reality stays with you. So reality's maybe the wrong word, but a healthy person is not going to flatter you like a narcissist is. And remember, a narcissist is flattering you to get something out of you for themselves. Now, everybody kind of does that, right? We all have self-interest or whatnot. But I would tell you that the person who is empathetic is going to, when they say something to you, it's going to mean something. So it's going to genuinely mean something that's going to be it's not going to be as superficial. My issue came in, and maybe for many of you, is that I was so dependent on what that person said. That was my validation. I didn't have myself. I'd given so much over to my narc for control over my happiness that, you know, when she wasn't happy, I was very, very emotionally just drained. Just, you know, this person who tells me that they're the most important person in my life. I mean, the narcs will tell you that. You realize that, right? You think you lost this great person that you know can never be replaced. That's the narc telling you all that. They're, like I said, they're masters at illusion. They're telling you all this stuff. They're feeding you all this bullcrap about themselves, because that's the illusion. The illusion for them is, I'm this great person, you can't do anything without me, you'll never be anything without me, you know, with me, I'm your last chance, you know. And so it's just manipulation. When you're in a manipulative relationship, you'll have lots of confusion. Things will be you'll be scratching your head a lot. You'll think, why did that person do that? Like, you won't understand things. In a healthy, open, honest, collaborative relationship, you're not going to have that confusion. So if you're afraid to get into a relationship again, I mean, you just want to be able to be drawn to the right people. I've noticed early on and recently, in fact, that I was drawn to this girl. Like, I was attracted to this girl. Didn't really know her that well. She was in a group thing, like a meetup or something, and I went there. Now, the good thing is I went there with a friend of mine, the guy friend, and I said, I was attracted to her, and there was something about her, and I didn't see it at first, but later on that night, we were talking, we were driving back for something, and I said, I don't know what it was about her, and I said, I think she may have been kind of sad, and my friend pointed out, he's healthier than me, or he's more observant, and he didn't have anything invested in it. Like I might have been creating an illusion for her to be with me, and anyways, I don't want to get into that, but my point is that she, I was drawn to her, and she had a sadness about her. She had this overall just, almost like a rescue for help, like this quiet desperation. You've heard that Thoreau thing, this quiet desperation about her. So I was drawn to her, and that's one thing you might not realize, that when you don't feel good about yourself, here's what some people do. They don't feel good about themselves, so they will latch on to somebody else to boost that person up, and then that makes them feel good. That's the people pleaser thing. So you may be like you may walk into a room, for you ladies out there, you may walk into a room and see a bunch of guys and be drawn to the guy who is using humor to escape his life of quiet desperation. He may be a super depressed person, and you may not even know that you're doing that you're drawn to him. And so what I'm proposing is you get healthier and become drawn to the people that are going to be more, people that are going to be healthier in your life. So just a couple of thoughts out there for you today. So what you think right now is reality isn't. Especially if you're going through the struggle of going no contact. You've had so many lies and bad information fed to you over the past X number of months, X number of years, however long you were with that person, that your thinking's going to be all skewed. So just realize that. After a while, you'll be like, I can't believe I was so down on myself about that. Really, I mean, you will. You just have to, like what I did is I had to just read more, learn more, interact more with other people, and it's good to hang around healthy people. And when somebody gives you an idea, like if they're a healthy person and they suggest a couple things to you, be open to it, okay? And it'll take time, because there is a lot of denial going on, most likely, if you're fresh out of this relationship with your narc. But just be open to what they're telling you, especially if it's somebody that you really know and trust, somebody you're not intimately involved with, but maybe a good friend or something. And by the way, a lot of friends, if you've had the same friend over your life and you have this constant behavior of attracting narcissistic and dominating people to you, those may not be good friends. They may not be giving you good advice. It might be good advice for them to kind of control you, but you may want to make some new friends. And I would venture to say, or I will tell you, that you can meet a new friend within a week, and this is not opposite sex. because I still think if you meet a narc guy, you're going to probably run into problems. You're going to be manipulated. But meet somebody of the same sex. You can meet somebody of the same sex and be good friends with that person. You can develop a really good friendship, especially if you have a lot in common. But what I try to do, and I think I subconsciously do this because I'm growing, because I'm getting better, I consciously try to seek out people who are at a place in life that I want to be at, who are maybe just more emotionally healthy. They have good relationships. They have, I see them and they just seem to have it all together. And here's the thing, after a while you'll begin to see the cracks and everything, but everybody has cracks and flaws. But if overall they are a healthier person, healthier than you are, then it's good to be around these people, because they will give you feedback. They will have compassion. They'll give you feedback, and it's feedback that at first you may like kind of go in one ear and out the other, but after a while, if you train yourself, if you read books, you'll take it and just try to see what they're seeing about you. And you may see yourself as this, needy whatever person, and they may kind of sense that, but maybe they've been there and they can kind of say, hey, you're actually got these great qualities, so focus on that. So anyways, I wish I could go out there to each and every one of you and sit down with you and have a coffee or whatever and sit down and just talk. It's interesting. It's very interesting studying this. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you later, and as always, love you guys. Have a good day out there. Talk to you later. Bye.